Morning, everyone. Boker Tov. So we're continuing the topic, still with the laws of Kohanim, who they can marry, who they can't. I know it's not applicable for everyone, and I know some of these halachot are interesting, but not so applicable. But for the Kohanim, the ones listening, it's applicable. And just to know what Kiddushav Kohanim. So we mentioned that a Kohen is not allowed to marry a Zonah. So a Zonah is someone that a lady that she once slept with someone that she's not allowed to marry, so typically, let's say a non-Jew, then for the rest of her life, this lady is never allowed to marry a Kohen. So let's say it's something very important for young ladies to know, of course. Anyway, so let's say we have a situation Rabbi Shalom speaks about where a lady, maybe she's in university, and she has fun, whatever it is, and she doesn't know if the guy was Jewish or not Jewish. Safek, she wants to marry a Jewish Kohen. She fell in love with this Kohen, and she doesn't know if the guy that she was once with was a one-time thing, whatever it was. Safek. So in that case, we rule lenient that even though it's Safek deoraita, so we rule lenient. It seems like, though, that there was a good possibility that it was a Jew there. There was once a story that I was a little bit involved with where a girl had a past and she was on a kibbutz in Israel, where the likelihood, and then she was with someone over there and it was something quick and it was she didn't know exactly, but so the likelihood was the guy was Jewish, even though there's people that come from the rest of the world, goyim, that experience a kibbutz and whatever. A Safek rules Rishon Masas. Of course, in these cases, you'd have to look into the details, but in general, Safek would be okay for a Kohen. Here's an interesting case. So let's say you have a girl that once had a past, and she was with a goy. She marries Israel or a Levi. She's a Jewish girl. It's fine. Baruch Hashem. It's fine. Now the husband passes away. So she's a widow, but she still has that status that so a widow could marry a Kohen. She still has that status that she once had in the past. It was one time in her life, she was with a non-Jew. She still can't marry a Kohen, even though she's a widow. Now, let's say you have this lady who was once with a non-Jew. She married a Israel. That's fine. They have a daughter. That daughter is allowed to marry a Kohen. It doesn't transfer. But if a Jewish girl, is with a goy, a non-Jewish man, and they have a child, so the kid's Jewish, and let's say that child's a girl, so that girl is actually the classification is kind of like, I don't want to say it, but bat Zonah, meaning the mother is with a goy as a married couple, so to speak, meaning this daughter comes from the father's non-Jew. The kid's Jewish, but has that status where she also can't marry a Kohen. Meaning, even though in the first case we gave was a lady who was once with a non-Jew, but then she herself married a Israel. The daughter, even though her mother was also kind of like a Zonah, and she can never marry a Kohen, but the daughter, she could. She came from a Jewish father, Jewish mother. But a girl who comes from a result of a non-Jewish man and a Jewish lady, and she can't marry a Kohen either. But in that case, if they did get married, then it doesn't break up the marriage. Some details to this, but so we gotta stay pure. That's the key over here, especially if you want to marry a Kohen. Okay, that's that for today. Mincha tonight at 4:30. Have a good day, everyone. Tana de Vilio.